Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dead Space. We're on part 4, Obliteration Imminent.
So something is obliterated.
Well, it turns out that, great, we've turned on the engines. Good job. Unfortunately, we're about to pass through a debris field. And we have no means of destroying the debris we're going to pass through.
It sounds like you have better access from there.
When were you going to tell us about the artifact, Hammond? This...
So we're dead?
I don't know
We could be dead.
It's referenced in the captain's
Yeah,
records.
the lady and the
It's on the ship?
other guy is talking about the story.
Yeah, and because of that, they've somehow...
Really?
Their transmission
CEC
is
didn't
fucking
know
with the door
anything about
controls,
it.
so I can't leave this room until they're
You're
done
lying.
talking.
Isaac is like, guys, we are going to die, and you are just talking. Shut the fuck up!
This is also the first moment where they bring up the marker.
Oh, hi, Marker.
The marker is like this object, kind of like a statue, that supposedly that they found on the planet, and they pulled it up, and ever since then, all this weird shit started happening.
Now, is the marker permanent or dry erase?
I see what you
I
did
think
there.
it's permanent.
Yeah, but basically, picking up ancient alien artifact from the planet, best idea ever.
Yeah.
Nothing,
By the way,
nothing
for
has
those who
ever
are
gone
not
wrong.
familiar with this game's background, and something I don't cover very often, is that there is a religion in this game's universe called Unitology. And supposedly, the founder of Unitology found this artifact one time called the Marker, and that when it was first discovered, that he was able to found this religion, and it supposedly that all beings would become one, and that's the foundation of this religion.
I can fix these boards. But the main routing is shot.
And now
So
that
they
the marker
worship
has
black
been
people?
found again, the Unitologists have gone fucking crazy with the, my God, it's the marker, it's the prophet's realization's coming true moments, you know?
Security. You can use them to get to the junction boxes.
Yeah, but basically they are
By the
crazy
way,
people.
Isaac,
I believe that's actually called the Event Horizon.
I don't know what. I only got a glimpse.
I put them up there with like the Covenant in terms of like devotion to their religion. If we're saying, stay strictly to like video game sci-fi, you know.
These things don't die easily.
In fact, they kind of share a lot of similarities with like Halo's Covenant, where they're a religion-based.
Ozzy, I assure you, black holes are real.
Oh, by the way, say hello to the newest enemy, the Brute.
Well, that was quick work.
Well, I want him to die fast, and unfortunately there, I didn't kill him outside the doorway, which means he kind of body blocks the path.
But you're Isaac Clarke. You know, the Kazuma Kiryu wannabe face stomper.
Oh yeah, here's one of very few video logs I'll pick up during this game. Because this elevator ride is so long, I can almost watch this video in its entirety. This basically shows that Dr. Kyne here strips the captain of his authority because the captain is like going crazy because the captain was a unitologist. What it does, I don't show you here because I have to stop the cutscene to continue on. Is that he was about to inject him with like a syringe in order to calm him down, but Dr. Kyne kind of fucks up and ends up stabbing him in the eye and killing him.
Nice.
Yeah,
How do you manage that one?
I don't know why he was attempting them to stab him towards the face area with a syringe. Where wouldn't it make much more sense that he'd be trying to like go for a vein in the arm or something?
he rolled natural one.
Ship systems, junction box rerouted.
That's probably it.
Sound progress with the tracking grid.
Oh, come on, don't do this to me, Brute. Come on, Brute. Ah.
I'm going to inject him with a tranquilizer. Okay, roll the hit since he's natural. You stab him in the eye, he dies.
Yep.
Yep, but still better rolls than Ozzy.
And here's the thing, technically,
Yeah, at least he didn't blow himself up.
Like the guards were assisting and holding him still to inject him, and yet he still rolled badly, you know?
It's called a natural one, Ozzy. You are familiar.
Yes. Also, we were introduced to another thing that's pretty painful in this game. There's gravity panels on the floor that are malfunctioning, and if you step into these malfunctioning grav panels, you basically Isaac gets launched into the ceiling, becoming goo.
Awesome.
Ooh.
In fact, that's something I'll give the Dead Space series credit for, is go online and look up the many deaths of Isaac Clarke. This guy has like so many different death animations. It's kind of crazy.
So what you're saying is they put a lot of work into the custom death animations?
Yeah, quite a bit actually.
Isaac, listen up.
So they're sadistic.
These things are biorecombinators. They take dead tissue.
There's just a lot of ways for Isaac to die horribly in this game.
Yeah, so the animators are sadistic.
Isaac Clarke dies horribly, the goblin who doesn't die horribly.
Alright, we got one more room to go through, and this also is an malfunctioning grab panel room, and unfortunately it's also got a 50-50 chance of an enemy either being in a really convenient location or a really, really bad location. And
well, that sounds wonderful.
This was a really good location. The enemy was to the right side of Isaac and not to the left side of Isaac. Because if he's on the left side of Isaac, chances are he's going to hit me.
So, right there is like gravity things on the floor.
Those are the malfunctioning grab panels.
Yes, but why are they on the floor?
Do I look like a space engineer?
Yes.
Well,
Or
you
Isaac
run the
Clarke.
game, you should know these things.
I don't know why why there's such a thing as grab panels. I would assume it's because how the game explains like gravity on board the ship, even though they're in space, is that the panels on the floor must like emulate what gravity should feel like, and if they malfunction like that, then they could just launch you upwards.
But that don't explain that if they malfunctioning that they start to like launch you upwards and kill you.
Well, they're malfunctioning. They could just be producing way too much energy, therefore it just sends you in this one direction.
But then, wouldn't it squish you into the floor?
It
Yeah.
should.
Asteroid defense system now online.
I suppose, but I guess it's more interesting just to see Isaac and the enemies that step into it just get launched upwards into the ceiling.
I need you to aim the cannon manually until I can replace
You mean more amusing?
Take the elevator to the top of the ship
Yeah.
and head for the cannon pit.
Alright, next we actually got a pretty risky area. Something I forgot to mention in earlier parts with the air meter in this game. You are given just enough basic air meter to survive going through every vacuum area in this entire game. Just barely. And because of that, I have to make very specific tight jumps here, and then not only make sure I live, try doing this for yourself and how picky Isaac is about jumping from one place to the next. Oh, who do we lose?
We lost
Nobody.
White Eagle.
Oh.
Yeah, wow, that's
Oh,
the first
no.
time Light Eagle's ever dropped from a call.
Clearly, aliens have invaded Europe.
Clearly. That is the only explanation.
I thought he
Wait,
was
it's not.
No,
it's
he's in
not
Finland.
Christmas, and Doctor Who is not in London. It can't happen.
Well, this is an excellent time for him to drop
Sure it
out.
can.
This
That's
is the
how they're
most story part of
that's
the
how they're
run.
successful.
ADS canon. It's essentially an auto-scroller, except for you actually have to pay attention and shoot stuff.
Turret
There
spoiler?
There is an achievement in this game if you have like over 50% of your hull integrity left over by the time this is over. Achievement unlocked.
What's your hull usually at by the end of this?
It depends because the asteroids that come at you are random, and sometimes the game likes to throw more at you than you can handle at a time. But I can usually get well over like 60.
Okay.
It's not like I usually try. Sometimes I'm lazy with it just because I know I won't die. The only thing is that I do like to use this as a good warming up practice because, spoilers, you're going to be doing this again, but with a boss fight.
Well, that seems kind of stupid.
Well, the
Turret
80s
section
cannon,
boss
I'm not
fight.
going to lie,
Yeah.
is ridiculous. It is really tricky to work with. Aiming with it doesn't feel natural at all.
Well, personally,
It
I
also
would point to the analog sticks for that, but I play games on PC, so not used to it.
No, please do not play the PC port of this game. It is terrible.
I wasn't saying I was going to.
I'm just saying that it has like crazy bad mouse acceleration.
Or you could play it with a gamepad.
That too.
Nice shooting, Isaac. Auto targeting is now online and clearing a path to safe orbit. As soon as we're clear, I'll engage the autopilot again.
Anyways, now that that's all said and done, I picked up this Ruby semiconductor that was in that corner to the right of Isaac. Semiconductors have no use other than to be sold for money, and a good healthy chunk of money too.
So I
That
imagine you're going to
is-
use it to buy something?
Yeah. One of the things I do aim for in this speedrun is I like to get at least 9 power nodes. Power nodes is what you use to upgrade your weapons and gear. And you need a significant amount of power nodes to get like any particular benefit. Like to upgrade Isaac's health by 2 units of 2 health bars, you need 6 power nodes.
So, what do you upgrade with your 9?
I obviously upgrade my health bar by 2, giving me 6 HP. And I also increase the range of my kinesis by 2. And I usually the last power node is an extra that I like to throw into increasing the damage of my plasma cutter.
Speedrun strats, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Sometimes though I get lucky, and if I have an extra 10,000 credits, I can usually afford to buy 1 additional power node. It doesn't always happen, and it's nice when it does. But it's not required to in the speedrun. If I end up getting it, I usually like to put the extra power node into increasing the ammo capacity for the line gun. So, you know, less reloading.
Always a good thing.
And back on the tram.
Right. Well, join us for next part, ladies and gentlemen, where we'll hopefully have found where the heck Light Eagle went off to.